back at it again, and so it seems we have discovered another one from Uncle Trump. Yeah. Before we get into it, though, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. And make sure you guys are following me on social media. Those links are down below in the description box. Instagram, Twitter, Truth Social, Discord server, all of that good stuff is down below. And with that being said, let's dive in.
A video is making the rounds again online that makes the perfect case for Trump 2024, and it features an unlikely voice. There is no doubt Michael Moore wishes this video didn't exist. I'm Rich Crankshaw, Fight Fake News with the...
Who is Michael Moore? I'm just gonna be honest. I don't have a clue. Like, is that somebody I'm supposed to know? Y'all let me know in the comments section. Okay, let me know.
Truth every day. Arm yourself, tap subscribe, enable notifications, and fight back with Next News Network. Now, at the time, most people thought he was crazy. But as we all know now, he was right on the money. This is a great example of how liberals just don't get it and are always out of touch with what's really happening in America. Now, stay tuned, for the rest of this video to see some amazing prediction, in action. The Western Journal reported using the most unlikely voice, Michael Moore, the Trump-Pence ad demonstrated that MAGA Republicans are not just racist and rednecks, and that they're actually pretty decent people. Take a look.
Hold on, before we get into that, now I want to look up who Michael Moore actually is. Okay, so it looks like this is the same guy that was just on the screen. He's an American filmmaker, author, and left-wing activist. His works frequently address the topics of globalization and capitalism. So that's why he wishes, or may have wished, that this video didn't resurface. Okay, interesting. If this is his voice in a Trump ad,
and that they're actually pretty decent people. Take a look.
I know a lot of people in Michigan that are planning to vote for Trump, and they don't necessarily like him that much, and they don't necessarily agree with him. They're not racist and rednecks, they're actually pretty decent people. And so I wanted to sort of, after talking to a number of them, I wanted to write this. And Donald Trump came to the Detroit Economic Club and stood there in front of the Ford Motor executives and said, if you close these factories as you're planning to do in Detroit and build them in Mexico, I'm going to put a 35% tariff on those cars when you send them back, and nobody's going to buy them. It was an amazing thing to see. No politician, Republican or Democrat, had ever said anything like that to these executives. And it was music to the ears of people in Michigan and Ohio.
Yo, that just gave me the chills. Look, bro, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. My guy said, no, you are not about to do this to these people. You're not about to take this to Mexico, pay them pennies on the dollar, just to send the cars back up here. Like, nah. Not allowing it. I don't care how much money, you pay to some of these politicians and try to send to my campaign. You're not doing it. Putting a 35%, sheesh, and ain't nobody gonna buy any of these cars. If only all politicians stood up like that. If only all of them had that type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Cojones, okay? If you know, you know. If you know what that word means. It would be tremendous for the American people. if all politicians stood up like that and said, no, you're not about to stump over these folks. You're not about to tear them. You know what I mean? Man, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Sheesh. Let's jump back into it, though. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And it was music to the ears of people in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania
Yes, sir.
and Wisconsin, the Brexit states. You live here in Ohio, you know what I'm talking about. Whether Trump means it or not is kind of irrelevant because he's saying the things to people who are hurting. And it's why every beaten down, nameless, forgotten working stiff who used to be part of what was called the middle class loves Trump. He is the human Molotov cocktail that they've been waiting for. The human hand grenade that they can legally throw into the system that stole their lives from them. And on November 8th, Election Day, although they lost their jobs, although they've been foreclosed on by the bank, next came the divorce, and now the wife and kids are gone, the car's been repoed, they haven't had a real vacation in years, they're stuck with the shitty Obamacare bronze plan where you can't even get a fucking Percocet. They've essentially lost everything they had, except one thing. The one thing that doesn't cost them a cent and is guaranteed to them by the American Constitution, the right to vote. They might be penniless, they might be homeless, they might be fucked over and fucked up. It doesn't matter because it's equalized on that day. A millionaire has the same number of votes as the person without a job. One. And there's more of the former middle class than there are in the millionaire class. So on November 8th, the dispossessed will walk into the voting booth, be handed a ballot, close the curtain, and take that lever, or felt pen or touchscreen, and put a big fucking X in the box by the name of the man who has threatened to upend and overturn the very system that has ruined their lives. Donald J. Trump. They see that the elites who ruined their lives hate Trump. Corporate America hates Trump. Wall Street hates Trump. The career politicians hate Trump.
True.
The media hates Trump.
True.
After they loved him and created
Facts.
him. And now hate him. Thank you, media. The enemy of my enemy is who I'm
my
voting
friend.
for on November 8th. Yes, on November 8th, you, Joe Blow, Steve Blow, Bob Blow, Billy Bob Blow, all the blows get to go and blow up the whole goddamn system because it's your right. Trump's election is going to be the biggest fuck you ever recorded in human history. And it will feel good.
Wow. Wow. Was that incredible or what? Was that incredible or what? Whoo! I started getting goosebumps again there. My goodness. Wow. And how on point that was. You know? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now, he said he's going to vote for her, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We all have a common enemy. We all have one common enemy. I know the media tries to make it seem like somebody else, you know, the straight white male is the enemy of the people, you know, and the MAGA Republicans are the enemy. We know who the true enemy is. And the enemy of our true enemy is Uncle Trump. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's continue.
We don't need to hear that from him. It almost seems fake coming from someone like him, but it sure does help change people on his side when they hear such conviction, because he has influence, and it's kind of strange that he would even go on such an incredibly lengthy rant like that. I mean, I kind of remember that, but it's been a lot longer than I think. I mean, the time has gone by so quick. It's hard to believe it was, 4 or 5 years ago now. 2016 ad that Trump's election team cleverly put together was a compilation of MAGA supporters assembling en masse at various locations, while including leftist filmmaker Michael Moore's voice narrating why Trump had such a considerable following. Every now and then, Democrats like Michael Moore managed to make a valid point that even those on the conservative side can appreciate. That's why it's worth revisiting these rare moments to reflect on whether what they said then still holds true today. Democrats are rarely credited for their keen insights. However, every now and then, there's a silver lining that begs the question, are these same points more evident today or less? Chances are it's probably more than we realize, since all Democrats have done is wreak more havoc on our country. But until 2024, we can simply enjoy these rare moments of Democrats getting something right and pray that we can hold it together till 2024 and they don't screw it up completely. That close.
Wow. What an incredible video, literally got goosebumps twice during that whole thing. And I showed you guys the first time. Absolutely incredible ad there. Sheesh. I think Trump should pull that ad out, over these next, leading up to 24. He should pull that ad out and display that. Maybe put some more money behind it, right? And get it circulating again. I'm sure he has a stockpile of cash, from donors, and obviously the guy's got buku bucks. He's no broke fella, okay? So maybe he should put some more money behind it and get it recirculating throughout the internet and on the airwaves, wherever he can, because obviously there's a witch hunt out against him, which is why I said the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The media hates him, right? The establishment politicians hate him. Well, why do you all hate him so much? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And I think a lot more people are waking up to that reality, are opening their eyes to and realizing, hold on, wait a second. Why are they going after this person or this thing so hard? Why are they trying to banish him from ever even speaking? Like that seems a bit extreme. Now, while there are some people who will never be awake, I feel like there are a lot more people that are opening their eyes to that and are like leaning away from the establishment or the machine and saying, oh, no. What you're doing there is bad. They may not have quite figured it out completely just yet, but they're leaning away from whatever the machine is telling them not to do and actually, or telling them not to follow, or whoever they're telling them not to listen to, and actually going to listen to them. From what I've seen and what I've heard via DMs and the comment sections and, me monitoring social media and things. Yeah. So we shall see how this goes. I predict it will be a close one. If Trump actually goes up against Joe in 24, I think it'll be somewhat close, but Trump will pull it off. If it's DeSantis, I think DeSantis wins decisively. That's just my estimation. Now, do I still prefer Trump? Absolutely. I still want Trump to get back in there in 24 because he kind of alluded to it. I forgot exactly what he said. He said Trump is like the hand grenade that we can legally use. And I definitely agree with that. Trump is going to go in like a legal one, right? Bull in a china shop type of thing. He's going to tear the whole thing completely down and hopefully rebuild a better, not better system, but, you know, for example, career politicians, the amount of money that, you know, gets sent to these politicians to do certain things, mail-in ballots, all this kind of stuff will kind of be eliminated, and things will be put into place that will make it a lot better. So yeah, I think Trump would be best in 24, and then DeSantis after that. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.